What's good, YouTube? JCT back with a new deck profile for you. Technically, this is my favorite archetype to use, the Metaphys. If you go, if you want, you can look at a lot of my older replays, like all of my videos. I made a dual replay. I made 2 deck profile variants of it. I love the Metaphys, and I really hope we get some more support one day. And since I got back in the game, this is the first deck I rebuilt. And I wanted to give it time, come up with some new shenanigans, show you guys. So please let me know what you think, and you have any suggestions or any ideas to make this better, let me know. Simple, we'll start off with the Metaphys part of the deck. I run triple Metaphys Ragnarok. Don't have to explain it. If you're watching this video, you know all about Metaphys. And the rest of the Metaphys I run, because I don't run a lot of them, I run one Decoy Dragon, one Metaphys Nephthys, one Tyrant, and one Metaphys Nephthys. This is enough for the variant I'm running because you know he sets the deck off. Just on him, his summon can set the entire deck off. And with these 4, this recycles itself, this recycles this, and this recycles its own self, because you're gonna have with these 2, you can always put one in your hand to get this one off. So a Metaphys player knows how to play this deck. It's not difficult. Alright, the rest of the monsters I play. Here's my tech. Well, when you say tech, this is the other half of the deck. I play one Twilight Sworn Raikou, one Lumina, one Light Sworn Lumina, and double Raiden. These are all the Light Sworns I play in this deck. These are the ones I need, because I can pretty much search and turbo through them and mill them, and they get the job done. That's it for the Light Sworns. I run double Chaos Valkyrie. I normally search her. She's pretty good when I search her, get her off. And as per usual, triple Necroface. Gotta run triple Necroface in this deck. And I run double Venom of Chaos. Great card. Just banish a card out the graveyard, copy its effect. Well, banish a monster out the graveyard, copy its effect. Great card. Should be, honestly, it's kind of broken to me. And double Chaos Dragon living in there. Why not? And for my one-ofs, Punishment Dragon. This thing is kind of broken in its own way. If you're a Metaphys player, the most thing we mostly worry about is pretty much decking ourselves out. He says if you have 4 or more Light Sworn with a different name, Twilight Sworn count as Light Sworn, that are banished, pay 1,000, shuffle back all face-up cards that are banished, and in your graveyard except the Light Sworn card. So you keep those 4 targets banished. Everything else in both your opponent's banished pile and your banished, and in both graves, back to deck for 1,000. You would literally recycle everything. It's worth it to me. There's a space in here. I'm gonna bump this back up to 2, because with the spells you can search it with Chaos Space. Then if it gets banished, you can just use Chaos Space secondary effect to put it back in your deck. Or if it ends up in the middle to the graveyard, you can use Venom of Chaos effect to banish it, pay it 1,000, then copy it and put this back. Great card for the Metaphys. And I wish I had thought of it sooner. Another one of is Galaxy Photon Dragon. Tribute 2 monsters with 2,000 more attacks plus something. But there's a reason why I run him, and you'll see that later. It's kind of cheeky, but you don't need them. But I like running them just to have that extra shenanigan. Another run of is Chaos Betrayal. It gets milled. I banish light and dark, add it back. Good for synchro plays. Also running 1 Blacklist Soldier, 1 Dark Gruffer, 1 Dark Arm. I probably take this out for another copy of Punishment Dragon. Only reason I actually put him in here was for a flex, and I ordered a Secret Ray version of it. Secret Ray version never showed up, so I'm like, you know what, fuck the card. I'm gonna take this out, put another Punishment Dragon in. I have tested this deck a couple of times too, so it works. And my last one of Sky Scourge Nerveless. He cannot be normal summon set, so Chaos Space can search him. You can ditch him to the grave, use the Animal Chaos effect, copy his effect. Basically, he's like Chaos Ember Dragon before the errata. Pay 1,000, both players send all cards on the field and in their hands to the graveyard, but he's different. After you do that, the controlling player of this card draws one. So if you just wanted to pull off a first turn, a shenanigan with this first turn is just hilarious. If you want to just slow the duel all the way down, it's a cool card. I like it. Then you can recycle with Chaos Space. Speaking of Chaos Space, my spells, triple Chaos Space. You ditch a light or dark, you search a light or dark opposite of what you ditch. So you ditch a light, you search a dark. And it must be a card that cannot be normal summon or set. And you add it to your hand. Secondary effect, you can banish it out the grave. Grab one of your banish that cards that cannot be normal summon or set. I think if it has to be banished. Yeah, banished. Sorry about that. Yeah, banished. And you put it to the bottom of your deck, you draw a card. So it's okay if it gets milled, and it's pretty good when you can get it off, because sometimes you will banish key cards and he lets you recycle them. Love that card. Glad it never got hit. Triple Allure Darkness, because why not? And since I run Twilight Swarms, I can use double Solar Recharge as well. There's a lot of dry power in this deck, because I run double trade-in for the amount of level 8s I got. I mean, why not? So that's the benefit of the Twilight Swarm. You can run that and that. Why not? I hope the Twilight Swarm gets more support eventually. Since I noticed Konami is going back in time, giving all older archetype support. So I hope that's one of them. Alright, double charge just to start out those couple of light swarms you got, and one gold card. Just to hit that one Necroface. Love it. Alright, for the extra deck. The extra deck's kind of a little older place, but I love it. For my links, one Appaloosa, one Tropologic, and one Borosword. That's my links. The only reason I really didn't know what I ran him just because his effect he gains for banish cards. It's a pretty cool play if you can get that off. Not really 100% on those. For my Xyz, I run one Titanic Galaxy, one 107, one Galaxy Eyes Photon Prime Dragon. That's kind of a cool play to use him and that Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon to make him. Those are my rank 8s. My rank 4s, one Saiton, one Dark Aurelian, and one, I keep forgetting this thing name, Starliege Photon Blast Dragon. This is the reason I run the one Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon. I want that Galaxy Eyes Dragon Photon Dragon to end up in the grave or get banished. I can trade it off, I can banish it, I can ditch it to the graveyard for light and dark. I can banish it if I'm banishing light and dark out of the graveyard. His effect is, while he's on the field, 2,000 attack higher monsters you control cannot be the target or destroyed by your opponent's card effects. Quick effect, during your opponent's turn, you can attach, you can special summon one of your banished Photon, Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon, and special summon it back. So you banish that Galaxy Eyes to, summon something like Bloodlust Soldier or Chaos Dragon living there. He allows you to detach one, bring it back. Then his continuous effect keeps it protected, keeps all your monsters protected that attacks are 2,000 or higher. So he's pretty good. And on summon, if you just so happen to have a Galaxy Eyes in your hand, on summon, special summon it out of your hand. I love that card. And my last 4 is Minerva. Just to get stuff in the graveyard, honestly. My synchros, I run one Rudy Rose, banish everything in the graveyards, with Metaphys Dragon, because him and Decoy Dragon, and you bring that Decoy Dragon while you got, what's his name? Metaphys Ragnarok out, there's your play right there. And he gains different effects based on what you use the synchro with. So having to use a pendulum, your opponent gives control of that one of the monsters to you. One Yugioh Mathmech Final Sigma. It is not hard to make. But you just summon Ragnarok, Metaphys Ragnarok, and just have any level 8. Bam, level 12. He's generic. He is generic. And while he's in the extra martial zone, he's unaffected by card effects. I mean, why not? And 2 Chaos Rulers. I love this card. I love this card. When it hits the field, you reveal your top 5, add 1 light or dark to your hand, the rest go to the graveyard. If he's in the graveyard, you banish a light or dark from your hand or grave, special him back. If you special him back and you just so happen to overlay him to make it an Exceed monster and detach, even though he's a save, if he leaves the field again, he's banished instead, but since he left his material, he's not technically leaving it in the field. So guess what? You can do it again. Alright folks, that was my Twilight Metaphys deck. Tell me what you think. It took me a while to build that deck. I was like waiting on a lot of cards to show up. Plus I'm traveling now, so that's that. This is JCT, Man of Steel. I'm out.